All everyone, myself Sagar Ramesh Kute, working as assistant professor at Department of Physics, JMD College, Sinnar, Nasik. Today we have going to discuss MSc second semester 3, that is course of laser. In this course we have last lecture we have discussed module first. Now this lecture we discuss module 3, that is type of laser. Module 3 name is type of laser. First will be the introduction. There are several ways in which we can classify the different type of laser. It can be done according to what material or element is used as the active medium. It can be done according to operation of laser in pulse mode or continuous wave mode. The classification may be done basing on another parameter such as gain of the laser medium, power delivered by the laser, efficient or application. We prefer here to classify the laser on the basis of material used as active medium. Accordingly, lasers are broadly divided into four categories, that is solid laser, gas laser, liquid laser and semiconductor laser. The subject of laser system is vast topic and it is not possible to cover each and every system. We discuss only some of important and practical laser. Now classification on laser on the basis of medium. As mentioned above, laser can be classified in several ways as per convenience. Nowadays, large number of lasers are available and many number of lasers coming out regularly. Basically, all these lasers can be classified into two categories. First will be the high density gain medium laser and second will be the low density gain medium. High density gain medium laser are further subdivided into solid and liquid laser. On the basis of medium, the lasers are classified into three categories, that is solid laser, liquid laser and gas laser. They can be put as under. First will be the solid laser. Solid state laser was first known laser. They belong to laser system involving high density gain medium. Different example of solid state laser are: first will be the ruby laser, second will the ND-YAG laser, third will be the ND glass laser, third will be the tunable solid state laser, fourth will be the alternatory laser, fifth will the titanium laser, sixth will be the color center laser and last will be the fiber laser. Almost all laser, ruby laser is most important and widely used solid state laser. The active material used is C3 plus dope in aluminum oxide, that is Al2O3 crystal. Neodymium is typical example of optical pump rare earth laser system. Neodymium ion, that is Nd3 plus, is doped in yttrium aluminum garment, that is YAG, with nearly 725% concentration by weight. Second will be the liquid laser. There are certain drawback in some solid laser. For example, crystal have optical strain, hence they can crack down or shatter. Moreover, they are prone in internal damage to crystal defect or imperfection. Homogeneous liquid overcome this problem. The active medium of the liquid laser are formed by the solution of certain dye dissolved in liquid such as water or alcohol. The dye laser are tunable and high gain as compared to solid state laser. The dye laser are used for four types, that is polymethylene dye, hexamethylene dye, saccharinide dye. Now next topic is gas laser. Gas laser belong to low density medium. Depending upon the characteristics of the active medium, the gas laser are further categorized into atomic, ionic or molecular laser. The optical quantity of the gas laser is much better. It is do not suffer from optical inhomogeneous. The gas laser are commonly used as helium neon laser, argon eye laser, krypton ion laser, helium cadmium laser, copper vapor laser, cold vapor laser or carbon dioxide, that is CO2 laser, excimer laser, nitrogen laser. Now last type is semiconductor laser. Semiconductor laser are specially designed by the p-n junction diode, which emit the coherent radiation when it is forward bias, a small size device capable of giving output of wavelength, and it has ability to modulate the optical output. Two type of semiconductor laser, namely homojunction laser and heterojunction laser, are observed. They may also classified in term of bond gap properties as direct band gap medium laser and indirect band gap laser. Now this will be the type of laser. Now first type is solid state laser. In solid state laser, the first type is ruby laser, that is pulse laser, or it is also known as 3-level transition laser. The solid state ruby laser is the first laser operated successfully. It is fabricated by Manman in 1960. Ruby, which is lacing medium, consists of crystal of mixture Al2O3 and Cr2O3. Hence, some of aluminum atom are replaced by the 0.05% of chromium atom. Hence, its mean chromium atom dope into the aluminum atom. The active material in ruby, which main laser action take place Cr3 plus ion. The crystal is in form of cylindrical rod, which is 2 to 20 cm in length and nearly 0.1 to 2 cm in diameter. That is this rod. The end of rod is polished and flat parallel. The end faces are silver. One end is partially silver so that it can be act partially reflecting plate, while other end is completely silver, that is it can be fully reflecting end face. That is this fully reflecting end face and partially reflecting end face. The partially reflecting end plate can be used as a window for laser output. That is this laser beam output. With the flat parallel end, the rod form an optical cavity so that these photon traveling along the axis of optical cavity get reflected back and forth from the end surface, while those traveling with the certain angle with the lost. Ruby rod is surrounded by the helical xenon photon flash lamp, which provide the optical pumping or the pump energy to raise the chromium atom to high energy level. Much heat is given off by the flash lamp and observed by the ruby. Out of large energy produced due to the flash lamp, or a small part of the energy is used by the chromium atom it to the get excited toward the high energy level, while the rest is converted into the heat Hence, to reduce the thermal vibration in the atom, the ruby rod is immersed in a reservoir connecting a coolant, that is liquid nitrogen. This will be the construction of ruby laser. Now action. This will be the energy level diagram. An energy level diagram show the explain and principal operation of ruby laser. Energy level E1 of chromium is lower or ground state energy level, while the energy E2 and E3 are the higher energy level. That is this one. E1 is lower and E2 and E3 will be the higher energy level. The middle E2 is double metastable state which act lifetime of the order 3 millisecond. That is this. E2 is double metastable and its lifetime energy will be the 3 millisecond. Due to the operation of xenon or krypton photo, flash lamp chromium atom get excited from lower energy level E1 to the higher energy level E3. As the energy level E3 is the short lifetime energy state, in order to 10 raised to minus 8 second, nearly equal to 10 raised to minus 9 second, the excited chromium atom relax rapidly through the non-radioactive transition to the metastable state E2. Here krypton 3 plus ion can relax for the longer time, which make the level E2 populated than level E1. Hence the desired population inversion is achieved. The spontaneous transition may be the produce a photon. This photon incident on another atom in level E2 stimulated the atom to make transition to lower state E1. During this transition, the atom emit the photon along with the incident photon. Those traveling along the axis trigger many excited chromium atom in the E2 level to emit photon by the resonance action. The photon traveling along the axis of cavity only get reflected back and forth from the end face of the ruby rod, while those traveling with certain angle will be the lost. Now the stimulated radiation along the axis started dominating due to multiple reflection at the two end faces of the rod. Output has space, time and direction coherence. On attending sufficient energy, the coherent beam become out through the partially reflecting plate. The ruby laser emit wavelength 6943 angstrom at room temperature at wavelength 6934 angstrom at 77 degree Kelvin. That will be the this 6943 angstrom at room temperature and 6934 at 77 degree Kelvin temperature. As already clear, in very short time the operation of flash lamp to consume several thousand joules of energy, in which major part of energy simply converted into the heat. Hence, to reduce thermal vibration or produce heat, cooling arrangement has to be made. Liquid nitrogen can be used good coolant agent. It is ensure first lower thermal vibration in ruby, so more atom are in ground state to pumping. Second will be the excited atom continues in their excited state for the longer time, that is relaxation time increases with facilitated stimulated emission. Third will be the noise level is reduced. As the flash lamp stop operating, the population of upper level decreases very rapidly and lasing action stop till the further operation of flash lamp, as the production of laser beam totally depend upon the operation of flash. The ruby laser is pulse type of laser. During the period of operation to flash, even in short period, laser output is oscillating and output is highly regular function of time. show random fluctuation in the amplitude. The typical output is called as laser sparking. That will be this laser sparking. Now this will be the energy level diagram of Ruby laser. Now in this lecture we will discuss solid state laser. In solid state laser, first will be the Ruby laser. Thank you so much.